You are the soul. The soul is divine. The happiness that you, divine being, are seeking will come from divinity. And you are striving to satiate this yearning through the objects of the senses. This can never fulfill your yearning for bliss. The desire for happiness is not wrong. The search is happening in the wrong place. We discussed the power of contemplation and how, when it's utilized in the wrong place, it can result in our deep entanglement in the world by creating within attachment, desire, craving, aversion, and anger. But the same power of contemplation, when dovetailed in the proper direction, can create the elevation of our mind, making this mind, which is potentially the worst enemy, our best friend. So what is important here is to understand deeply that the happiness we have been seeking since endless lifetimes is not in the rasgulla, jalebi, samosas, the mundane things of the world. Let's try and analyze the worldly happiness today. The Taittiriya Upanishad, Brahmanand Valli states, if there was one man who was the king of the entire world. Now that is a hypothetical case. There are so many countries. But the Taittiriya Upanishad states, suppose someone is the emperor of the world in youth and the whole public is favorable. Plus, he is good looking, intelligent, his treasuries are full, everything is good in his life. This again is a hypothetical case because God never gives any one person everything. Somebody has perfect health but no money. Someone has money but terrible health. Another has both but marital conflicts. However, the Taittiriya Upanishad states, just suppose that one person has it all. That person will be the happiest in this planet Earth. Then it goes on. The happiness of 100 such kings is available to one Manav Gandharva. The happiness of 100 such Manav Gandharvas is available to a Dev Gandharva. And the happiness of 100 such Dev Gandharvas is available to a resident of Pitrilok. And the happiness of that 100-fold is available to a Karma Dev. 100 times that is available to a Nitya Dev. 100 times that is available to Devraj Indra, the king of the celestial abodes. 100 times the happiness available to Indra is available to the Prajapatis, the progenitors. 100 times that is available to Brahma. So this is the Mimansa of Anand. But Brahma Bhuvanaloka Punaravartinurjana. Arjun, Lord Krishna states, right up to the abode of Brahma, there is no true happiness. In other words, these Prajapatis and Brihaspatis are not getting happiness. And we think if I become a Karodpati, Khopradapati, I will be happy. The illusion of the world is, we always think the category in which I am there is no happiness in it. If I get to the higher category, I will definitely be blissful. So we strive hard, and when we reach the next class, for a moment we do experience joy, but then it dries up and we look towards the next category. Consider this example. In a government office, there was a chaprasi, a clerk, and an officer. The chaprasi used to go walking to the office. He thought, what is this life? If only I had a scooty, then I would enjoy. And the officer would come to the office on his scooty daily. He said, this is not good enough. If I could have a car, then life would be sheer bliss. However, their salaries are not sufficient for an immediate purchase. Nevertheless, they decided to have some savings, get some loan, take something out of the provident fund, and the day came when the chaprasi's new scooty has arrived and the officer's car has also come. Both are in the seventh heaven. The chaprasi, he takes his scooty to Chacha and Jija and Mama. Whose is this? It's mine. I thought, without this, what is life? He is getting happiness out of that new object. And the officer, he's also taking the car to his relatives and friends. Wow, when did you buy this? I decided that this is necessary. However, 1 year goes by and the happiness from those objects has ceased. The chaprasi comes dragging the scooty along back home. His wife says, what happened? Tire got punctured. I was far better earlier on. I used to use my feet. And the officer, he has come walking home. The wife says, what happened? I got stuck in a traffic jam. When I had a scooty, I could just weave my way along. Now with this thing, I am stuck. But the chaprasi will never be willing to believe that Sahab is not getting happiness from a car. Ji, gaddi par baithta hai, air conditioned mein, how come he is not getting happiness? Nevertheless, a little more time went by. He gave up his job as a clerk. He learnt driving from a driving school, and now he has taken employment as the driver of a Sethji. He sits in the luxury car. Again, he is enjoying bliss, but only for 4 months. And 4 months later, like all the drivers in the world, he says, do any job, but not that of a driver. He is the one who sits maximum in the car. Sethji only says, driver, main se aapko market le ja raha. Take my wife to the market, take the children to the school. He is sitting in the car, but the happiness from it has dried up. Such is the nature of this world. That is why the saints and scriptures tell us that look, don't chase a mirage. Chakradharopi suratvam suratvalabhe sakala surapatitvam bhavitum surapati rurdhvagatitvam tathapi na nivartate trishna. A king wishes to be the emperor. The emperor wishes to be a celestial god, Devata. The Devata wishes to be Indra, and Indra too has not satiated his desire. He is looking at Brahma. Few decades ago, India was a poor country. And naturally, many Indians had the aspiration of going and settling down in America, the land of plenty. A visa to America was considered like a visa to Golok. So the illusion in the minds of the Indians was that people in America must be really happy. But as I started coming to America, I would look at them and ask them that this is what people in India think about you. You came here 30 years ago from India. Are you happy now? Arey Swamiji, what happy? It's the same wine in new bottles. But those in India will not believe. Arey Baba, he is sitting in America, the land of plenty. How come he is not happy? And the same illusion persists in America as well. I was once giving a lecture in Tampa, Florida, and one Western lady on the last day, she said, Swamiji, where are you going after this? I said, I'm going to New York. She became all goggle-eyed. New York? Oh, the land of joy and pleasure. So when I went to New York, I said, this is what the rest of America thinks of you all. You have Broadway and Times Square here. Are you happy? Now you don't need to ask New Yorkers whether they are happy or not. It shows on their faces. When you have to come in the metro to office and go back, the happiness is all squeezed out. So the scriptures tell us, look, you are the soul. The soul is divine. The happiness that you, divine being, are seeking will come from divinity. And you are striving to satiate this yearning through the objects of the senses which are material. This can never fulfill your yearning for divine bliss. Just as a cow grazes grass for a little while and then sits down later to chew and digest it, similarly, with the help of this recently published book, The Science of Mind Management, you can digest this knowledge and make it a part of yourself. So understand that the desire for happiness is not wrong. The search is happening in the wrong place. Then we will dovetail our desires, our attachments in the direction of God. People say, Swamiji, you explained that desire is so bad. How do I give up desire? I'm not asking you to give up desire. Desire is a wonderful thing when it is properly oriented. So we need to change our consciousness from the self-gratificatory perspective of life, where I am the center and life is all about maximizing my pleasures, to the purpose-oriented perspective of life, where we understand I am a part of God and my life is meant for serving a higher purpose, to serve the Lord. Then we don't stop desiring. We desire properly. If you are a business person, you don't stop earning. But your attitude becomes, I will earn and serve the Lord with it. If you are raising a family, you don't renounce them, but you change your intention. They all are children of God. I am helping them make their lives a success as a service unto Him. This becomes the God-centered way of living. And in this way, we lift our mind up to make it our best friend. But to do that, we will need to utilize the power of our intellect and create the beneficial beliefs in it. How will we do that? We will discuss in the next episode.